Hi, well here I am. I'd like to discuss a little bit with you the current rental market situation. Obviously rental suites are the main focus of Downtown Suites property management business. We do some real estate brokerage for our own clients, but most of the stuff that we do and most of the business that we do is property management. And we always get asked all the time, we get expectations from owners to rent their properties. We've noticed though that in the last month or so, definitely there's a softening in the rental market. Prices are coming down, more and more product is coming onto the market. Suites over the $2,000 price point are definitely much quieter. We're getting few or very little showings, sometimes taking 30 to 60 days now to rent these properties, and they have to be at fairly affordable rates. The price point that we were shooting for previously of around $250 a square foot in the premium properties is probably slipping a little bit now, except for a couple of exceptions like the new Grace building downtown, totally exceptional architecture, or the Shangri-La, which is a landmark tower that obviously is going to be a very prestigious place to live and a place that people will want to be once the new hotel opens. Generally speaking though, price points are coming down. The lower part of the market is definitely the strongest portion of the market. Currently we have a civic election in process. I think it's a few weeks away now. There was a lot of press recently about the fact that the affordable or the housing in Vancouver, there was such a rental shortage. The reality is the rental shortage is only in one very small sector of the market, which is a very affordable part of the market. And stories that were in the press, which I think were probably just a little bit irresponsible, talking about less than 1% vacancy rates and so forth. And I've had calls from all over the continent and internationally, because people have seen this. So why isn't my property renting when we've read all the stories in the newspapers and on TV? And yeah, sure. If you want to rent a suite that's around $600, we'll have a lineup from here to Kamloops. But the reality is most suites in the downtown core don't even begin until they get in excess of $1,000. At the $1,000 price point, we do have quite a lot of applications, but very few really qualified ones. We had one suite just recently, fairly new tower. We had about 170 showings. It was asking, I think, $1,150. 170 showings before we actually got a qualified tenant in. Somebody with a job, somebody who's got a credit check, somebody who isn't going to demolish the place, and somebody that we can trust to pay the rent on a monthly basis. I think we're going to see happening is such a large number of suites coming on stream. We've got, last month or so, I counted about 55 cranes up in the downtown area, and the Mount Pleasant and Southeast Falls Creek area. All these suites are now coming on stream. A lot of them very expensive properties. A lot of them owners expecting $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 for these suites that are worth in the multi-million price range. The reality is, how many people in Vancouver are earning $250,000 and want to rent and haven't bought something? That's basically what these people have to earn if they're going to pay $60,000 to $80,000 a year. It's got to be at least a couple of hundred to $250,000. So obviously, once we get to the top of the pinnacle or the pyramid in the marketplace, the number of applicants that are there are diminishing. Sure, we can always get some people who are involved in illegal activities who want to pay cash and be here this month, gone next month, and maybe trash the place and use it as a bawdy house or gambling den or any other number of sort of unsavory activities, and this is happening all the time. Downtown Suites, we're very careful on who we place. We've got a 3-tier system of checking people. First of all, the initial leasing agent will go and vet the person on site. Then we have a 3-page application form that's extremely comprehensive and gives us a lot of power to ask a lot of questions and find a lot of detail about the client. Finally, the property managers have to come in and verbalize that potential client to me, and then we make a decision on whether we're going to accept them as a tenant. Once we take them on, it's our responsibility 24/7. We have to collect the rent. We're responsible to make sure that there isn't damage and there aren't any illegal activities. So we're extremely cautious, and we want to make the very best decision that we can on behalf of our owners. So just to recap, the higher end suites, there's a lot of them coming on the market. I think with so many expensive suites coming on, there will be competition in the higher end, which will cause prices to come down, and this will cause downward pressure all the way through the market. So I'm looking to see rental yields diminish all across the whole board for the next few months. Don't get too upset, things do change, and once the current crop of new rentals have stopped, things may change. I don't think we're going to see so much construction. The construction is definitely slowing down. I know a lot of the construction companies are laying key people off now as there's less and less projects coming on stream for the future. However, in the short term, we are going to see a little bit of a glut. So if you're buying something, make sure it's something very unique or something very special with the view. These are always going to be the suites that are going to be rented first. And do expect your rental yields in the short term to go down. Thank you. If you have any more questions, please email me, nick@downtownsuites.com, or view my website, downtownsuites.com. Thank you.